In today's show, venture capitalists forecast the Bitcoin price burst to $50,000 and says the 3,132% Ethereum rally will outshine the king of all crypto. That's right. Placeholder Capital partner Chris Burniske says he believes a new Bitcoin bull cycle will bring the top crypto to at least $50,000. Taking a look at his tweets, if Bitcoin goes to 50K plus in the next cycle and Ethereum Bitcoin returns to its former all-time high, then expect to see Ethereum greater than 7,500. And then he goes on to share why Bitcoin greater than 50K. Well, as discussed in May 2019, if Bitcoin is half as volatile in this cycle as it was in the last, we would still expect it to cross 50K and 1 trillion in network value. 1 trillion has been a long time coming for this macro asset. We're going to be breaking down these bullish Bitcoin and Ether price predictions for you here in today's show. Also in today's episode, as Bitcoin suddenly surges 7.8%, traders spark breakout calls above 10.5. Bitcoin bounced back on Tuesday after the Fed announced its plans to purchase corporate bonds to boost the financial markets through the pandemic. We're going to be breaking this down for you in today's show. And as you can see, the overall crypto market, after having a bearish sentiment yesterday, we return to a bullish favor. As we can see, all the major cryptos back in the green. Bitcoin hovering at about that $9,500 support. Where's the Bitcoin price likely to go from here? Find out all this plus so much more in today's show. Here at Crypto News Alerts, I drop a brand new episode every single day. So be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And before we kick off today's show, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend Dika Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016, as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years. But it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, smash the link right below this video in the description and check it out. All right, welcome back to another episode of Crypto News Alerts. I'm your host, JV, and let's kick it off by diving into today's bullish Bitcoin price predictions. Venture capitalists forecast Bitcoin bursts to $50,000 and says a 3,132% Ethereum rally will outshine the king of all crypto. That's right, Placeholder Capital partner Chris Burniske says he believes a new Bitcoin bull cycle will bring Bitcoin to at least 50K. Burniske says the prediction is designed to account for Bitcoin's historic pattern of posting diminishing returns for each subsequent bull run. Taking a look at his tweets here on crypto Twitter, if Bitcoin goes greater than 50K in the next cycle and Ethereum Bitcoin returns to its former all-time high of about $1,400, then expect to see Ethereum at $7,500 or greater. And he shared this graph, which you can see on your screen. And then he goes on to share why Bitcoin greater than 50K. Well, as discussed in May of 2019, if Bitcoin is half as volatile in this cycle as it was in the last, we could still expect it to cross $50,000 and a $1 trillion market cap in network value. 1 trillion has been a long time coming for this macro asset. And he also went on to share this. One potential future expectation of Bitcoin is it gets through 1 trillion by the end of 2021. As we can see on the graph, Bitcoin could do so while being half as volatile as it was from April 2015 to the end of 2017. He also goes on to share, meanwhile, to the mainstream, Ethereum will be the new kid on the block. Expect a frenzy to go with that realization. And he goes on to include, given Ethereum's outperformance of Bitcoin over its lifetime, and he shares this chart here as you can see in your screen, not to mention smaller network value and strong on-chain economies, I can see every reason for Ether to surpass all-time highs of $1,400. Let me know if you're also bullish on the second leading cryptocurrency, Ethereum. I know I am. I believe it's one of the most undervalued cryptos cryptos in the space. Ryan Selkis responded, as a trade seems unlikely. Ethereum would need to win on a more fundamental level to hit that again, plus pressure from competitive layer 1 chains soap up some ETH demand, plus you can't replicate the ICO bubble, plus Ethereum was sole reserve for tokens last time. Now we have USDT/USDC. Thoughts? Chris Burniske responded, Ethereum will sup up capital from most layer 1s, as many will remain immaculately built ghost towns. And he also wrote, not the ICO bubble, but another capital formation bubble will happen, standardized by code and legal as ERC20. And then he shares, Ethereum is such a general purpose computational money that it's hard to not see it winning on many fundamental levels in the times ahead. And Ryan Selkis responded, I like your first 2 points, but the third question still remains. If you want computational money and you don't need sovereign level censorship resistance, why not use a layer 2 stablecoin to fund the DAOs and the dApps? And then Burniske responded, those layer 2 stablecoins will be anchored into Ethereum, plus a short list of other high security and interoperable smart contract chains. If you want sovereign value all the way through, which I think people will increasingly want as nation states show their age, then Ethereum plus DAI, the stablecoin. So to reiterate his bullish price predictions, if Bitcoin goes greater than $50,000 in the next cycle and Ethereum returns to its former all-time high of about $1,400, then expect to see Ethereum greater than $7,500. Burniske, who is a big fan of Ethereum-based push to decentralized finance, says he thinks we're still in the early days for crypto, and I agree 100%. I believe we're just getting started. Crypto is still just a baby, or I should say a pup, and you haven't seen nothing yet. He expects mainstream retail investors to repeatedly jump into the market in a cyclical pattern on the path towards widespread adoption. Here's what he's quoted saying, crypto is still off the radar compared to the 2017 style interest, and that type of interest will come again and again and again, and each cycle will pass narratives hardened plus new narratives that drive further conversions of users, suppliers, developers, and investors. So as you can see, he is extremely bullish on both Bitcoin and Ethereum, as he should be. I'd love to know if you are as well. Drop me a comment right down below. And now let's take a look at the overall crypto market. Let's start by checking out the volume of the top exchanges. We can see Binance down 1.6% with 5.2 billion in volume. Hobby Global down 15% with 4.7 billion in volume. Yesterday, for the first time ever, I saw Hobby Global actually with more volume than Binance, which makes this all very interesting, right? OKEX down 4% with 2.5 billion in volume, and BitMEX down 9% with just under 2 billion in volume. And now checking out some of the top coins in the market, Bitcoin is up 4% even, trading at 9,472. Just yesterday, we touched 8,900 before rallying back to where we're currently at. As you can see, a sea of green in the market, which I love as an herbalist especially. Ethereum up almost 5% for the day, trading at $233. XRP up 3%, trading at 19 cents. And Chainlink up a whopping 7.4%, trading just above $4. All right, now for our next story of the day. As Bitcoin suddenly surges 7.82%, traders spark breakout calls above 10,500. Let's break it down. Bitcoin bounced back this morning after the Federal Reserve announced its plans to purchase corporate bonds to boost the financial markets through the plandemic. Yes, I said it, plandemic. The benchmark crypto Bitcoin surged by up to 7.82% from its Monday low below 9,000. The move uphill took its price above 9,500, sparking calls towards an extended recovery run towards the $10,000 to $10,500 area. Now, we've been testing this area for quite some time. I'd love to see Bitcoin finally, once and for all, break past it and continue marching on upwards to 11,000, 12,000, and so on. So let's talk about the reaccumulation of Bitcoin. One pseudo-anonymous analyst said earlier Tuesday that Bitcoin's recovery from below 9,000 is a part of a reaccumulation strategy. He concluded that Bitcoin would break above 10.5, a resistance level from June 1st, 2020 and February 13th, 2020, as the uptrend flourishes. And taking a look at this graph he shares, number one, this is the third time this supply zone zone is being tested. Number 2, the number of sellers at this level is finite. Number 3, we know that it's just a matter of time before 10,500 is broken. Number 4, when we do break 10.5, we can expect the move to be explosive. And number 5, we have been sitting under this level and consolidating now for over a month. My conclusion, in my opinion, this consolidation is a reaccumulation by big players in anticipation of the inevitable break of 10.5 and the explosive move that is likely to follow. The analysts explain that Bitcoin is testing 10.5 for the third time since February of 2020. Nevertheless, each downside break leads to an accumulation phase that causes Bitcoin to retest the red area, as shown in the chart I just shared. And taking a look at these tweets here on Crypto Twitter from Credible Crypto, many believe that this sideways consolidation we have been sitting on for Bitcoin for the last month or so is a distribution before a larger move back down to the 6,000s and 7,000s. I personally believe that this is rather a reaccumulation before the inevitable break of 10,500. And then taking a look at some responses to this tweet, Il Capo of Crypto wrote, number 1, if each rejection from that zone is bigger and bigger, it doesn't mean that there's less sellers, but that there's more or less buyers. And number 2, a reaccumulation without previous accumulation is weird, especially when the ITF structure has impulses downwards and correction upwards. And Credible Crypto responded, number 1, the larger sell-offs from the zone are not ideal. I agree with that, but I think real-world events may have exasperated our last sell-off. And number 2, the corrective moves up are definitely throwing off many. I've addressed this here, and here's what he shared. No, I think the lows are in. Here is the way I'm counting it. This was shared when Bitcoin was trading at 5 to 6K. A running flat for wave 2 allows for a corrective move up off the lows rather than an impulsive one like most have been looking for. Bitcoin's latest attempt to breach above 10.5 came at a time when the US stock market was correcting lower from its overbought levels. The crypto, which formed an erratic positive correlation with the S&P 500 index, merely tailed the downside. On late Monday, both Bitcoin and the S&P 500 recovered in tandem after the Fed revealed it would begin buying individual corporate bonds. Futures tied to the US benchmark hinted a rally continuation after the New York opening bell on Tuesday. It left Bitcoin with similar upside bias, as we can see right here in this graph. The Bitcoin/USD exchange rate is now trending inside an ascending triangle, which you can see here in the red area. The pattern typically leads to an upside breakout. We're at the maximum height of the triangle. That roughly puts Bitcoin's upside target near 11,800. So ultimately what we're saying here, once Bitcoin Hulk smashes 10,000 and that 10,500 critical resistance, which we've been stuck at for quite some time, we can expect Bitcoin to move on up to the upside of this ascending triangle at about the $11,800 mark. Let's go Bitcoin. And now checking out the overall crypto market cap, we're sitting at 268 billion with 77 billion in volume in the past 24 hours, and the current BTC dominance is 65.1% according to CoinMarketCap. And now taking a look at the top gainers within the top 100, we have Sia Coin up a whopping 34%, trading at 0.003. Aave up 21%, trading at just above 9 cents. Maker up a whopping 20%, trading at $575. Swiss Borg up 15%, trading at 11 cents. Ren up 15%, trading just below 12 cents. And Verge up almost 15%, trading at 0.009. And now taking a look at the biggest losers, Flexicoin down almost 15%, trading at 0.003. Sensor down 3%, trading at 5 cents. And then we have a bunch of the stable coins down, which goes to show you there's not that many cryptos in the top 100 actually in the red. That's because most of the market is surging right now. As we scroll down, you can see the majority of all of these altcoins in the green, which is pretty exciting to see. And now checking out the BitMEX margins, we can see the bulls are obviously back in control, leading with 234 million in superiority in the last 24 hours, with longs leading 56.8% versus 43.3% shorts. Are you currently bullish or bearish on Bitcoin? Holla at your boy, let me know. And now checking out one of my favorite indicators is the Crypto Greed and Fear Index. Shows we're currently rated a 39 in fear. Yesterday was a 37 in fear. Last week a 52 neutral, and last month a 40 in fear. And if you're not familiar with the Crypto Greed and Fear Index, extreme fear can be a sign that investors are too worried. That can be a great buying opportunity. And when investors are getting too greedy, that means the market is due for correction. And I want to encourage you to check out the description right below this video by clicking show more in the description right down below for a detailed analysis of what's going on in the market. This goes for all 450 plus videos right here on my channel. Also has some very helpful resources for you to plug into, including the blog to my podcast, which could be found at cryptonewsyes.com. Not only is this updated every single day, it also allows you to download the latest episode of the show in MP3 format so you can listen to it when you're out and about, in the car, when you're just, working out or just doing your thing. Also, be sure to subscribe on YouTube if you haven't already done so. The direct link is cryptonewsalerts.net. You can also follow us on all the major podcasting platforms, including Apple's iTunes, Spotify, Google Play, Stitcher Radio. So whichever podcasting platform you're active on, I truly do appreciate your continued support here on the channel. You can also follow us on Twitter to receive daily crypto news alerts. My Twitter handle is Crypto News Yes, and I also have a private crypto Facebook group entitled Crypto Alchemy. For those of you active on Facebook, to become a part of this, simply click this link, request to join, and I'll be sure to plug you in. And for those of you active on Telegram, as I am, I do have a crypto Telegram chat. To become a part of this, simply click this link and you'll automatically be added, and I'm looking forward to connecting with you personally on the inside. Well, that's going to conclude today's show. As always, I appreciate you tuning in and journeying along with me inside this incredible crypto revolution. If you gain value out of today's show, be sure to smash that subscribe button and turn on all notifications to receive daily premium crypto news alerts. And in the meantime, let's sit back, relax, and grab a crypto cocktail and watch this Bitcoin soar straight to the moon. And real quick before I go, if interested in learning from the Wall Street legend himself, Teeka Tiwari, who picked Apple back in 2003 and Bitcoin in 2016 as he shares his #1 pick for the 2020s, they're calling it the investment of the decade. Right now, there is a mad rush in corporate America. It involves Amazon, Google, Microsoft, and Facebook. They're betting on a new technology that the World Economic Forum projects will soar 295,000% over 7 years. But it's not AI, the Internet of Things, or 5G. To discover what it is, click the link below the video in the description, and it will take you here to watch this exclusive presentation by the one and only Teeka Tiwari. Enjoy it, and I look forward to catching you in tomorrow's episode. Peace.